Woo! Excuse me. Jeez. What's happening, y'all? Landscaping, landscaping, landscaping. They still want this work, y'all. They still want this work. It's currently September. September what? I think September 19th today. Might be the 20th. I don't know. I don't care. What's the date? What's the date, Rob? September 19th. We got about another month and a half before things start shifting and going brown here in Charleston. But as of right now, people still calling to get that work. October is typically a busy month for me because I got my holiday lighting business. But if they still calling and they still want this work right now with these lawn renovations, I'm about to get it in. I told you I'm trying to squeeze the lemon. I'm not playing. I am not playing. Gotta squeeze the lemon. The last couple that I closed, one of them I closed right on site, and I was happy about that. I feel like I need to dial into my process a little bit better to where I can give them a number right there and get them to commit right there, because a lot of people be sold off of my presentation, and sometimes say if I delay and I actually send it out within 24 hours, maybe the next morning if it's in the evening when I'm doing the walkthrough, I give them a lot of time to, I guess, think. But either way it go, I think I closed more jobs on site if I just was a little bit better prepared. So I think I need to do my homework and prepare for that. Yeah, I need to go on Lowe's real quick because yesterday I came here to pick up some. What did I come here to get? Oh, I came here to get a blower, and I think I left my card somewhere. I believe so. I cannot find my card anywhere. I'll double check. If they don't have it, it is what it is. But yeah, man, people still want this work, and you got to be able to serve it up and deliver it to them. So the customer that I closed, so I did like 3 quotes this week, and when I had some work I was doing too. I had some side jobs that I was doing, little small projects. I got a small project I'm working on today as well, just doing some repairs. Got some lawns that need some patchwork, some Bermuda patchwork, and the customer who I closed, he actually was like, I don't know, he was delayed on his decision making, I guess. So I was like, he's not gonna he's not gonna close, even if I presented it. But he did say something when I was walking on the property with him. He was like, the last guy I had here, and he was walking the property or whatever. They said he was like, he looked in my garage, he seen my car, and he was talking about all this other stuff. And when he was talking, and I just felt the numbers going up higher and higher in his head. And when he sent me a quote, I was like, man, this guy could fly a kite. His numbers is way too high. He's like, what he don't understand is I know how much the sod costs. And when I run into people that's like cost aware, like they know the sod costs and stuff like that, you're not really paying for the amount of the product, the material. You're paying for the labor and the expertise, the service that's being provided. You're not necessarily, just because the sod costs, let's say $250 for a pallet of Bermuda or something like that. You're not just, you pay $250 and now the guy wants $1,000. No, it's 500 square feet on that pallet. And guess what? He can't just go to the property and put it down. How is it going to go down? On top of the grass? Or do he have to remove the grass? Then where is he going to do with the grass that he removed? Is he going to haul it off? Is he going to put it to your road? Like, there's a lot of factors that go into that. So for me, on a pallet, it's probably going to be roughly $1,000 per pallet, because I'm at $2 a square feet installed on average. My minimum is a $2. It's just for simplicity, $2 square feet. installed. And usually projects can range anywhere from 2,000 to 13,000, no, 6,000, 7,000 square feet, the projects that I typically do. But anywho, he's like, yeah, the saw don't. He's like the saw don't cost that much, And I'm like, okay, I hear you, but I don't know what his number is, but I know what my number is gonna be. I don't think necessarily the person who quoted him way higher than me. What's going on, Braylon? What's going on, Fortnite? What's going on, Reza? What's happening? What's happening? I don't think the other person was way higher on price. I probably was higher than him. Um, but the way it went is, I think he went with me because I guess I think I laid it out pretty plain and simple what going through it and how I'm gonna do it, and I gave him phases because he wanted a irrigation installed as well. But I was like, hey, I'm glad you caught me before the people get done with the pool and all that. This is a good time. Make sure they tie in that the discharge of the pool overflow to where it's not gonna coincide with other gutters that need to be tied in. He's like, yeah, I just went and grabbed some corrugated pipe so I can, tie into my other gutters. I'm like, good, because that's gonna be an issue. You don't see it. They're gonna do their pool part, but they're not going to tell you what else need to be done because they don't care about the landscape, not like that. They're going to do it to the point where that pool is the pool is good, but not the rest of the yard. You might have flooding on the side of the yard, etc., because the gutter's not tied in and the pool is so close to the fence line, etc. So he's like, yeah, I was like, good. I say, you want irrigation? I say the issue is being that the pool company is still there. I don't like to have too many contractors on property at one time. So he said, I got a fence being put up. I need the lawn renovated. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's going on with his property. So I was like, this is what you do. Let the pool guy finish what he got going on before we do any type of lawn renovation, because if they have to bring a tractor or something over that lawn, they're gonna ruin it. It's done. So let's definitely make sure they're completely done with the digging, excavation for the discharge of the pool. Make sure the fence guy is done, etc., because we don't want to put an irrigation system in the ground, right? Before they're done, and then they start excavating and damage it. We don't want them to have to watch for that. We'll go behind them and do the irrigation. He's like, well, I need to get the lawn installed, because the HOA is on my back. I was like, okay, that's what we'll do. It's a small area. It's around 2,000 square feet. It's like 1,000 square feet or so. I was like, you can water this in tandem with the water hose until, they get done with the pool. You say they got about 2 weeks left. Well, after about a month, this lawn is not going to be fully rooted. I said we can move it aside and still get that irrigation in place, because they need to be done with what they're doing. That way we can be able to proceed with what we're doing. Appreciate it, the Biggie Squad. Appreciate it. But yeah, so basically I told them, hey, wait till the pool company's done. Make sure the fence guy is done, because we don't need him in our way when we're doing any type of excavation for the irrigation pipes. And then 3, we're gonna wait to do he was like, well, can we just do the front lawn right now, being that they're doing the back? I was like, the thing is, how these houses are built, we have to tap into the main water supply from the road close in the front yard. So either way it go, no contractor is gonna want to come in and go under your driveway and risk the chance of it having any future issues that where it blow back. It's like, typically the average person is going to want to do the full irrigation zone, the front yard, the backyard, the side yard. They're going to want to do all of it because they don't want to go under a driveway. It's a special tool that does go under the driveway. We don't want to do that. We want to go around the property so we don't have to damage the concrete. So going around the house is going to require more material, but being that they're not done with the pool, I know the left side of the front yard is what you're trying to get renovated. We don't want to do that right now. I say we're gonna wait. Waiting would be the best solution for that, because we don't want too many people trying to do too much at one time. It just doesn't make sense. Even though we'll have to come back and when we're doing the backyard, do the irrigation, it'll give us a reason to be there. If he's getting the backyard done anyways, that's perfect. We're doing the irrigation when it's bare dirt, and then putting the grass in. But this is a future project. So one phase of the project will be done more than likely within the next week, and then we'll probably be waiting like another month from now to do the other phase of the project. So it's just giving them context to make it make sense is super important, because sometimes people come in and they just want to perform a service and get that cash and keep it moving. But let's make it realistic to where it ain't gonna stress you out, because you know I don't want to I don't want to put a lawn in and then it get you know gets trampled on by a machine, and then now the customer's like, I need somebody else to come in and do, or you need me to come back in and do something. Like, nah, that ain't it. That is not it. Appreciate you, Reza. That's how you say it, Reza. Let me put this thing over here.
Special assistance needed at the fashion plumbing desk.
The second job,
Needed at the fashion plumbing
the
desk.
second job was out found me on Google, and they put an inquiry in. I set up a consultation. The customer had live oak trees. He got 3 live oak trees in his backyard. So his backyard, one part of it is full sun, the other part is shaded pretty well. So I had to give him some solutions that'll be good long term, not something like the short term bars, putting some centipede that'll do okay, but eventually begin to fail based on the property conditions. So I gave him a solution for, hey, I said, we got 19 grasses here in Charleston. You can get zoysia, you can get St. Augustine. Those are your 2 options. I don't want you to go with any type of Bermuda or centipede, because I don't think it'll be the best fit, especially with you having a pet. I say I would lean more towards zoysia. I say in reality, you got 9 options to choose from. If I would had to rate from best to worst, the one that's in the most demand is Zeon zoysia. So, and I was like, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send you an itemized quote. It'll be listed everything that we'll be doing. The grading. We got some roots here that'll be in there as well. We're gonna grind these roots down so you have a smooth transition in the backyard. Nothing's a tripping hazard. Just give them a clear picture. My name is Rob. But basically giving him a clear plan to see this lawn through. The grading, he was worried about, I think I need to bring in a bunch of dirt. I was like, yeah. I said, we're going to bring in some material. Every job, unless you got like a pool, somebody dug a pool, or we're going to do some type of hardscape and they did some excavation, the grading is included with the project. So it's not a separate thing. We have to, make sure the soil profile is, good enough for the new sod to take. So just giving him clarity and on that, I think helped out a lot. And as soon as I sent the quote, I kid you not, I told him, he said he wanted something cheap just to get started or whatever, but he closed on the Zeon zoysia, and he paid like fast, so it was very surprising. I appreciate it. I got the best name in the world. But yeah, it was that one would close pretty good. And right now I got a couple more in the queue. I still got some inquiries that I gotta uh, visit. I had somebody set up an inquiry, and they were they were out of Florida, out of North Florida. So I was like, what in the world? Like, why would they put an inquiry in? And my company is based out of South Carolina. I thought that was funny. But yeah, but if they want the work, they still want it at this time of the year. It's a great time to be working. It's a bit cooler than it was in August and July. So yeah, and somebody got smoked. Yeah, I like fish. I like redfish. I like flounder. Yeah. Where you from, brother? I just had. All right. I was in luck, y'all. I came here because yesterday I was here, and it's the last place I remember using my business card. I'm like, where in the world did I put my business card? I remember putting I put my receipt down. What's going on, Billy? What's happening with your big dog? What you got going on, man? You enjoying this weather, man? Because it was hot just a month ago. Now we can kind of enjoy the weather. It's a little bit cooler. You know what I'm saying? I'm appreciating the weather right now. As long as you ain't working too hard, you're all right. Yesterday I overexerted myself. I was working so hard. I was dehydrated. I didn't bring no water. I don't know what I was thinking. I was on one. But yeah. So anyway, I came here to Lowe's yesterday, and I had to buy a blower because I didn't want to drive all the way home, which would have been basically an hour away from where I was, or 45 minutes. I'm like, I'm gonna just buy one from Lowe's. I need it anyways. And when I buy stuff from Lowe's and I use my business card, etc., I usually put the receipt down. That's what I've been doing lately. I put the receipt down and I take a picture of it so I can put it into my QuickBooks eventually. But I take a picture of the receipt because when it comes to buying like equipment, stuff like that, you want to be able to track it as easy as possible. So I believe I put my card down after I paid for it. I put my card down and end up leaving my card at the store. Somehow, I think I put it on the box and it fell down. So I was like, where in the world is my card? But, lucky, somebody turned it in and I got it back. Luckily, I did freeze it too, so as soon as I realized I didn't have it, I stopped frozen. So many transactions. Yeah. So luckily I went back to the place where I did the last one. So I turned it in. So for me, I had my headphones on yesterday when I was doing the transaction. There was a stud. I walked through when I paid, I took a picture of the receipt. I went to walk through and leave the store. The thing started beeping. You know how when you're walking out of the store, the thing that if you gotta get scanned or something, it start beeping. So I got my headphones on, but I seen the light flash on the thing warning me that, hey, maybe you need to step back and let somebody double check you, whatever, right? So I one reason that makes it unprofitable is when you're buying side by the pieces, it costs way more than if you were to buy from them. So let's say it's only 100 square feet somebody gave you there. What you gotta do, go buy 10 pieces. If 10 pieces cost $15 a piece, you're gonna spend $150. You can add $140 to that, or $150 to get a full pallet. So instead of 100 square feet, Your car is truck or not? Yes, yes it is. It's a truck. It's a truck. But yeah, so I killed off some of the Bermuda lawn, and I did kill off the weed, the sedges that was in the lawn, but dumb mistake, not thinking that it would have a significant effect, but it don't make sense. I just really didn't think it through. But it was an honest mistake, and I told the client, hey, this lawn is under stress, which I'm pretty sure I didn't tell them, hey, I literally killed off this power lawn, but that's what happened. I did make that mistake. I was like, hey, this power lawn, she said it's definitely growing back right now, but it's being a little bit stubborn. Bermuda will come back, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna sit here and let them sit and wait for the lawn to come back in certain spots. It's roughly around 50 feet, maybe. So I spot treated where sedges was. So I'm getting a pallet right now, because I'm not gonna go by pieces and spend $15 per piece for some piece of sod. It'll cost me. So I'm gonna get a full pallet and come out to go do the repairs. This gives me the, come on bro, the light is green. Stop parking at the light. There's no parking, baby. No parking on a dance floor. They better know. Anywho, going over to Superside. Oh, speaking of Superside, my gosh, I think I might have another contract here. Shouts out to Superside. I need to get done with my landscaping so I can handle that. They're interested in my holiday life. I already created a design. I already showed the management. He's like, yeah, man, please send it to me, and I'll send it over to my marketing team and get it approved so we can get on your schedule this season. They're very excited about it. Like, this is what's up. This is what I like to see. Support. I was mentally tired last night. I was physically tired, mentally tired. So guess what, guys? I didn't have that motivation to finish out the day with a blast and let myself down. I was started, but things took a little bit of a turn, and I didn't go back to my computer. Things took a little bit of a turn, so I never got back to my computer to finish up what I was doing. I got a lot of work to do. I got so much work to do, and it makes me think there's not enough time in the day. Some of this stuff that I have going on that can be a little bit overwhelming. There's people that specialize in this stuff, and you pay a price when it's done. Otherwise, you could do it yourself, but you're doing it at the pace of your discipline to be able to focus on it. When you got many other things going on, it's hard to give the thing that you know you need to do full attention. So I think for a small business owner like myself, not being afraid to pay somebody for services is definitely on the tables for me, because that's the next level of growth when it comes to the marketing side, the back office CRM side of the business. Like, that's the stuff that, you know, it requires a skill set. It requires somebody to know things. You can't just jump into it and not spend time figuring out how it works best for you. So I'm on the market definitely to have somebody help me with the CRM, getting them dialed into all of the details. There's a lady online that gives an overview of the software that I use, and I find her insight very valuable, because when somebody breathes this day in and day out, that's the only system they use, and they know how to make it work with, you know, other APIs. That's super important to me, because it takes all the guesswork of what I'm trying to figure out. It's an elevator. Like, pay that person what they're worth and get to it, get it done. Otherwise, figure it out yourself. You may or may not get it done in time, and now you're going into a season of chaos. right now, like yesterday, I was on that computer, man, and there's a lot of little back and forth moving around. That's why I wanted to switch up my CRM, because if it requires all these moves and it requires me to do all the things to make it happen, it's like, bruh, I need to close sales. Like, I know how to get the money coming in. This piece right here, I can figure it out, but I know how to make something else that already is fit for this service-based type business work smoothly. But this right here ain't it. It's called requiring too much manual steps that if I was trying to teach someone else, there's many mistakes that can happen along the way because there's multiple steps within the process of trying to teach them. Like, it ain't just, oh, once the lead come in, do this and everything's good. No, it's not that simple. This lead is doing it like, it's like a gumbo. It's like a gumbo, bro. You got, let me give you an example what yesterday I had to do with my CRM. In other CRMs, you don't have to worry about certain stuff like this. I have a list of returning clients, right? I send an email out to my last year's clients to get their feedback on, hey, would you guys like to go with service this year, right? I had to get a feedback from them because I needed to know if they really wanted to go with service, right? So this is the list. This is what happened in the CRM. You got one person that viewed the quote and he didn't do anything. I had like 20 people do that. I had some people, prospects or customers, they viewed it and they completed it. Then you got another level that never even seen it, right? All right, so what did I do? I had to move them in my pipeline. I moved the people that viewed it and didn't do anything. I had to put an automation in place that followed up with them every day until we get them booked. Because I need an answer either way it goes. What's going on, cool guy? I'm on live, man. Yeah, man. I'm on YouTube actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. I be on YouTube a lot, man.
Hey, shit, man. Hey, do me a favor.
What's up?
I'm trying to get me some customers on my Facebook.
Oh yeah?
Post that shit to my page.
Yeah. Yeah.
Post it to my Facebook page for me, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'll post it, man. You got what Facebook? What's your Facebook
Let me go
name?
get it, man, because I got 2 different
Okay,
ones.
okay. Look at you. 2 accounts. But so back to where I was. I had to move the people in the pipeline, the people who viewed the quote and didn't do anything. I had to put a follow-up sequence with automations of emails that send out every 48 hours. Because the thing is, if they looked at the email and they didn't take action, I don't know what to do without having feedback from them. So I have an 8-day follow-up process with them until it's completed. Okay, so the CRM does this. I did set the automation to in 2 days. If they get this email to say, hey, I see you viewed it and notice you haven't followed up, we would love to get you booked on for the season before the schedule closes. Something similar along those lines. That's after 2 days. If they still don't complete it, 2 days later, send another one. 2 days later, send another. It's going to keep reminding them for 8 days until we get it figured out. I need them to literally just complete it. And this is really just to gauge what
It's the one that's Michael Dyer.
Michael Dyer?
Running the Fort Lewis.
Let me check you out, man. So I got one customer. If they viewed it, follow up with them within my pipeline. I have to get that set in place. Number 2, the people who completed it, at the end of the completion of the questionnaire, it says, okay, we'll be in contact within 48 hours. So everybody who completed it, that shows me they're committed. They show me their budget. They show me if they wanted to make any changes this season. What I did was I went ahead and sent them over their official proposal. Send them over proposals so that way they can book it, etc. Right? So I got them already. They've already paid. They're on the schedule, period. A couple of them, right? Because I told y'all, it's like a gumbo. Then the third person in my pipeline, customer base, I sent them over the the questionnaire to get feedback, and they haven't even opened the email or seen it. So these people, I got moved over into alternative follow-up. That means I need to call them or text them. I got to reach out to them versus email, because maybe they got too busy and never got to open the email. They might have seen it come in but never clicked it. So instead of just keep sending the same email and I know they're not receiving it, reach out to them by phone or reach out to them via text. Either way, like a phone call or text. So that's the second thing I did. Like the third. It's a lot of moving parts. All right, so once I got all that situated, my last piece here is I have some customers that completed the questionnaire. I sent over the proposal. They selected the service they want and they signed for it, but they did not submit their deposit. So now I got to follow up with them, put a follow-up email with them to figure that out.
You got Robert Rice out here to get a pallet of Bermuda.
Yep. But I have some people that they completed their questionnaire and they showed me the service they wanted, but they didn't pay for the service to secure their spots yet. So that right there is another piece of the gumbo. Now we have to follow up with them, but there's multiple steps that need to happen, but to make it happen.
Is there any way you might like video me loading that and maybe
I got you,
page,
man.
I got you.
I appreciate that. I got you. Well, you want me to move anywhere? Okay. So I'm about to record my boy. He pretty cool dude who load up my truck every time I come out here to Superside. He's like, hey man, is there any way you can record me, man, and load it up, post that to my Facebook page? I said, I got you, bro. So hold on. Just him over here about to get this. He about to get this right here and load it on this truck. I'm all set, y'all. I got my side. Boom. Here we go. What I told y'all to get is some Bermuda. Oh, it's looking nice and green. Oh baby, do me right. So, hey y'all, I had to disappear for a minute. When that phone rang, I got to pick it up, and I just picked it up. Had a full conversation with Ryan, and now I'm all headed to go do a quote. I already was in the area. I'm 5 minutes away, so I'm about to do this quote. Success loves speed. This dude is a general contractor, and they just did this new build, and now they need a lawn. He said front, back, side, and he want to do some pine straw, landscape it. If it'll be more cost effective if we're, if they're trying to get the property on the market. Great opportunity. Guess what? Success loves speed. People can't make a decision unless they got the details, the answer, the price, etc. He's a general contractor, so they got an idea of what this stuff already costs. I'm gonna get over there. I'm gonna measure that property, and from there, it's up. It's up from there. From there, I'm gonna send them over a quote this evening. I'm gonna measure it out, get the details, crunch my numbers on site. In reality, I can give him a price right now as soon as I crunch those numbers. I know my price per square feet, etc. Like, bruh, it's nothing. Send him, give him a general price. Tell him a general price once I talk to him and I measure everything out, because he's not there right now. He said he can't meet with me right now, but he can catch me in probably, tomorrow or Monday. He's like, he kind of busy. He said he can catch me today, but it'll be later. They're like, nah, I'm trying to measure it out right now. I bet you he didn't expect that. I hit him with a wow factor, like, whoa. I called, but he talking about, I said, when are you available to walk the property? He said, I can be over there next week. Now, well, what about if I measure it out right now? Because I'm already in the area. He's like, oh yeah, I'm not opposed to that. All right, let's get it then. We ain't waiting. I need you to have an answer already, because 9 times out of 10, all the people who you calling right now, half of them ain't pick up the phone. And then when they do pick up the phone, they're not going to get to you until next week, and then, or this weekend. And guess what? You already got my price, the quote, everything already done. I already done sold it up. Success, love, speed, baby. I feel like those are quick things to build trust with somebody by being punctual. And that's the little stuff that I do to separate myself from my competition. Pick up the phone, get to people, give them the price, and allow them to make an informed decision. I'm not trying to convince you of nothing. I am going to give you the facts though. Hey, I asked him, hey, do you got any trees? He's like, no, it's full sunlight. It's open wide. I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be sweet. The grading ain't gonna be that complicated because it's a new build. He said it might be a little bit complicated, so I'm curious of what he's saying is gonna be complicated from a general contractor perspective. Like what do he said they're putting in a gravel driveway and some stuff. So I'm gonna see what's up. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm going the right way. Ain't no parking, baby. No parking on the dance floor. No parking on the dance floor. So I'm about to walk this property, and y'all gonna walk with me. I'm gonna let y'all get in with me and walk with me. I still got a contract to sign. I'm not signing that contract because we have not paid your deposit yet. Why are we signing contracts? Phone on the charger so my phone don't die. I'm gonna have to speak with the client when I get to the property anyways, and I don't need my phone being dead on me. I don't think I'm gonna allow you guys to walk with me because I need to talk to the customer to get a visual. I don't think I'll be focused enough if I got y'all on my live and I don't have my iPad with me that can keep me live. So sometimes we gotta separate the personal stuff to get to the business. I'm on Savannah Highway, baby. Chucktown. Ain't no parking, baby. No parking on our dance floor. Green light. Let's go. This little thing here has served me well though. This vent mount for my phone. I love it. I feel like I haven't ran into something that works solid, but this one worked pretty good when I ain't holding it in my hand. Success, love, speed. I just need to pull up. Pull up. Let me make sure. Oh boy. It's going down. It's Friday. It's 12:50. Decent time. I still got some decent amount of work to do, but it's okay. I've accomplished a lot of the things I already set out to do today. I ain't gonna say a lot, but I got this patchwork that I'm about to do here shortly. That's not gonna be really demanding on time like that. Alright, pass through this. It's time to get ready for the season. But yeah, I'm about to. This dude probably did not think I was gonna be there that fast. He called me, and I'm there less than 30 minutes. I'm already at the property, walking it and measuring. Where they do that at? tell me any person that you've called that was punctual like that, my guy. I'm trying to deliver the wow factor. Wow. Where do I turn? Where do I turn? Braxton. I think I might need to turn right here. All right, y'all. I've arrived to the property, and this is where he said there's going to be a gravel driveway. Oh, it's a pretty sweet, nice house here. Yeah, it looked like somebody's in there working. Said the front door, the left side. Okay. All right. Let's do it, Rob. Let's do it. Let me go get my measuring wheel. Get some metrics out. Hey, about to put my hard hat on so they already know what time it is out here. I don't play. I do not play. Think I'm playing out here in these streets? No. It's going down. Let me double check something real quick. All right. All right. All right. So I'm actually on the property, about to measure out this lawn and add some. Got a palm tree they got there. I see there's a ditch right there. Definitely some grading that needs to happen. But I'm gonna reach out to the GC and get some clarity on what he wants done here. Holla, holla, holla.